Welcome to The Explainer. We're diving straight into what is frankly a trillion-dollar crisis today. We're talking about credit card debt and those systemic traps hiding right there in your wallet. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how the modern credit system actually operates. Because spoiler alert, it's not a tool for financial freedom. It's a carefully designed mechanism meant to keep you spending permanently.
A single swipe can steal years of your future. It's a really stark reality, isn't it? We aren't just talking about losing a few bucks here. We're talking about losing your options, your freedom, your time. And the crazy part? Most people don't even realize they're trapped until the water is literally above their heads, silently drowning under the weight of an everyday tool they honestly thought was helping them out.
Part 1. The illusion of free money. How the brain is tricked into spending.
It really all starts with just 4 little words: "I'll pay later." It sounds so innocent, right? But this one phrase has quietly destroyed millions of financial futures. When you see those new shoes or a weekend trip or an incredibly expensive dinner, your brain falls back on this exact promise. You're basically trading your long-term stability for instant gratification.
There is actually a name for this psychological phenomenon: detached spending. It's when the emotional pain of losing money just completely disappears because you're using a card instead of physical cash. I mean, think about it. When you physically hand over a crisp $20 bill, you feel a tangible loss. You feel it leave your hand. But with a card, the brain just kind of short circuits. And because of that disconnect, studies consistently show we spend significantly more when we're swiping plastic.
Part 2. The minimum payment trap, a system built on dependency. Now think about this frankly terrifying yet totally everyday number, a 24% interest rate. This is exactly where a seemingly harmless minimum payment, maybe 35 or 50 bucks, turns compound interest into absolute financial quicksand. It completely tricks your brain into thinking, hey, I'm managing this fine, while it's quietly engineering a cycle of debt that can literally last for decades.
The math becomes visually shocking when you actually map the whole thing out. Say a young worker makes a $5,000 purchase at that 24% interest rate, and they only make the minimum payments. Well, that exact same purchase eventually ends up costing over $15,000. It literally triples in cost, and not because they bought more stuff, but purely because compound interest is working so aggressively against them.
Part 3. The psychology of emotional spending. Buying to feel better.
It's just this relentless cycle. Think about your own habits. When you feel stressed, the modern reflex is to just buy something. When you're feeling lonely, you order expensive delivery. Feeling a bit insecure? Time to upgrade the lifestyle, right? And this is all amplified like crazy by social media. It's conditioning millions of us to destroy our financial futures simply to look rich for people who, let's be honest, don't even care.
Part 4. Buy now, pay later. The new debt addiction. Splitting payments up is a brilliantly deceptive trick. It completely manipulates the brain into severely underestimating the true cost of getting what you want right now. Instead of seeing a massive $1,200 total and feeling that completely appropriate hesitation, your brain is fed a really comforting illusion. Oh, it's only 50 bucks today. Because of this specific framing, we're seeing young adults entering their 20s and 30s with constantly rising debt, shrinking savings, and absolutely no safety net to catch them. Part 5. The hidden fees. The financial avalanche.
Those hidden penalties stack up so fast, it'll make your head spin. We're talking late fees, annual fees, over-limit fees, cash advance fees. You miss just one single payment, and your interest rate can completely explode overnight. Suddenly, your debt is growing way faster than your income ever could, which forces panicked consumers to start moving balances from card to card. It's basically a desperate financial shell game, and they keep playing it until the whole system completely breaks down.
Part 6. The human cost of debt. What nobody talks about.
See, this is the true price of the system. It's the lost sleep, the collapsed marriages, exhausted parents missing precious time with their kids, delayed homes, and just crippling anxiety and depression. It is essentially a quiet psychological theft of your peace of mind. And honestly, the real tragedy here, so many people blame themselves entirely. They don't realize that this entire system was intentionally designed to keep them consuming from day one.
Part 7. How the wealthy use credit. A completely different game. It all ultimately comes down to this major paradigm shift. On one side of the coin, you have appearing rich, and that's really just a performance, right? It's where you use credit to buy liabilities that constantly lose value. But on the other side, you have being rich, and that is all about freedom.
It means treating credit strictly as a strategic tool, paying those balances off immediately, and never ever confusing having debt with having actual wealth. True wealth isn't about luxury upgrades at all. It's about discipline. Part 8. The real truth. Breaking the dependency. True financial freedom isn't about looking rich. It's about owning your life. Consider this your personal call to action to reject those fake, debt-fueled lifestyles. It's time to stop sacrificing your future for some temporary validation online and finally reclaim your financial independence.
So I'm going to leave you with this one provocative question, and I want you to let it burn into your mind. Do you control debt, or does debt control you? A credit card can either strategically build your future or can quietly destroy it. The difference lies entirely in your discipline. I really hope this explainer equips you to finally escape the debt cycle for good. Keep questioning the systems around you.